Hey, how's it going? My name is Vickie Natali. I'm a vocal coach as well as a piano teacher. And I'm also a singer and a songwriter. Well, right now I am promoting an independent album called Time Machine. I just love the process of songwriting. I love the process of creating, of telling my story and how I see the world through music. One of the really cool things about creating this album is I've been able to share it with my students, and they also see the process, and they get to kind of learn from my experience of putting this album together all by myself. Well, last week I got to perform at the world famous Blue Note, and if anyone knows the city and knows the village, the Blue Note is one of the premier jazz clubs in the city. And I've been so fortunate to perform there for the past 12 years. And every time I perform there, I just love it. And I get nervous. And you would think that, wow, okay, Vickie, you've been doing this for many years, but you get nervous? So I totally was nervous. I was totally excited. There were people from all over the world that actually came to this show. Some of my students were there. Some of my students actually brought their parents out and came to the show and felt really inspired. And it was inspiring for me as well. I absolutely love performing live. There is something so magnetic and spontaneous and exciting about being in front of an audience, feeding off of their energy, looking in their eyes, and giving everything you have. I can't even tell you how amazing that is. But I also adore and love being in the studio and writing and creating. And depending on who it's with, like if I'm with someone that I really trust in terms of production or songwriting, or people that I really enjoy collaborating with, that is heaven for me. So I think it's really, really hard to say. It depends on my mood. My first vocal coach, she's kind of like a second mom to me. She's been really, really supportive. Even when I went to music college, when I attended the new school, she was really, really supportive when I was having a hard time and just kind of coached me through different things. Some major artists that have been my influences are Ashford and Simpson. They're a celebrity songwriting duo that had an open mic. They still have the open mic. They have an open mic that I used to attend every Thursday night. And I would go there and share my talent, and they would give me feedback. I love Aretha Franklin. I love Alan Stone, Christina Aguilera, Maria Callas, who's an opera singer. So my influences are so broad. I love Billie Holiday. I love a lot of the pop and dance artists that are out right now. Rihanna's pretty cool. When I was a kid, my mom would listen to the radio and she'd have on Motown music. And I would listen to this music and I just start dancing around for hours to one point where I broke my sneakers. I was dancing so much and the music took me over. And I would sing along. And I just said, well, what is this? I need to do this. I need to be doing this. I need to be singing and dancing on a stage somewhere. And even at a young age, I'd have these visuals of me on this stage, just singing to people in a long dress. And sure enough, that's what happened. The power of visualization. Kids out there, adults, anybody, no matter what age you are, if you can see it, you can see yourself singing, playing that guitar, playing that piano, and then you do the work to back it up, you're going to accomplish some amazing things. But you have to see it and visualize it every day. Why not? We only have one life here. Why not add something beautiful to the world? So I'm really excited this year because a few students of mine who have been taking lessons for a couple of years, their voices have started to develop. and their musicianship has started to develop. And they're starting to write their own songs, which is amazing. Two of my students have been seriously writing songs, and one just went into the recording studio with a producer who worked with Rihanna. And every week we'd write, to the point where she went into the studio last week. How exciting is that? Yeah, it's going to be released soon on iTunes, and she's only 13, and she's not signed to a label. She's just an independent artist doing her thing, and I'm really proud of her and really excited. I told you guys that I get nervous. And I know a lot of you guys get nervous, especially for your first show. You know, you've never been on that stage. You don't know what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a whole bunch of people you've never seen before. It's this whole new world. It's something you love to do, but maybe you love to do it in your room, or in your shower, or just in your singing lesson. What I do try to do is I try to focus on my breathing. And I breathe in, and let go. Because what happens when we're nervous is our breathing is all out of whack, and we need to just bring it back to the breathing. Everything's gonna be okay. If we get anxiety, it's that feeling of something's going wrong. Oh my goodness. No, nothing's going wrong. You're about to hit the stage. You're about to do an amazing job. Okay, so this song is called Never Gonna Stop. And I wrote this when I was having a really tough time. I was kind of unsure of myself, kind of wanting to quit music. So I wrote these lyrics to kind of affirm that I needed to keep going. Sometimes I feel like flying with angels. Sometimes I feel so afraid. I don't know who to trust. Heard so many promises. It's time I learn to trust myself. And never gonna stop, never giving up. No. So I just feel really fortunate that I can be someone who inspires artists, but also gets inspired by my students. So guys, don't ever stop. If music makes you happy, keep going. Never gonna stop, never giving up, no. And I just love soulful music. Anything that comes from the heart and comes from the soul. I just love good music.